A very good afternoon to you all viewers, every single one of you watching. I hope you all are in good health, every single one of you. Welcome to a brand new vlog of Ash Vlogs. Today's vlog should be quite different because it's going to be all about a bike ride to Jalal Pur, and I'll be showing you all the back streets from my bari where I live, Mohammadpur, Shilam, going all the way to Jalal Pur. From my bari, there's actually a few bazaars. One of the smallest bazaar is called SYLHET Bazaar. The other large bazaar is called JALAL Bazaar, and the other bazaar is called Jalal Pur or Jalal Pur Bazaar. And all three of them are actually quite close because I'm right in the center. So if I head towards one direction, I can get to SYLHET Bazaar, I could get to other direction to Jalal Bazaar and Jalal Pur because of just the location where I am right in the center, in the middle. So this is our Eidgah, as you can see on the right hand side, and we actually pray the Eid namaz here. If I take a left, that takes me to SYLHET Bazaar. I've taken a right to go towards Jalal Bazaar. I'm sure most of the people that live in this area or live in this region of Shilam will recognize most of these roads. We will be passing a masjid on our left soon, inshallah. This is our football masjid, and I do normally go and pray there, but most of the time I pray at the other masjid because in this area I think in total there's about 8 masjids. Long time ago, even as a child, I remember all these roads. There wasn't many shops whatsoever, only a handful of shops, but now there is so many shops here. There's going to be a baby taxi stand, I believe, somewhere on the right hand side, or a CNG stand. And before there was nothing in the late 80s or in the early 90s. So it's a lot more convenient for people when they do need transportations just to walk to the stand, baby stand, and get a vehicle from there. This road is actually not that bad, but it does get worse later on. And I think the government or the local chairmen, they should take initiative to improve the road conditions of Bangladesh, because as you know, you need good networking system, road links, good infrastructure to improve the country, to get people around from A to B. If the roads are battered, broken like this, it's very difficult for big vehicles to go, and it does ruin and damage most of the vehicles. As you can see, we have had some heavy rain the past few days. That's why you have large puddles everywhere. Most of the time I find it more convenient to go on a motorcycle, just because of the size of it, just because how easy it is to maneuver around the roads, especially when you're driving in a lot of village roads. Most of the village roads are very battered, broken, and even when you see each vehicle crossing, that's another thing I'd like to touch on. People overtaking, not looking clearly, and overtaking, and that's why most of the accidents do happen. I'd like to just say to the people that do drive in Bangladesh, all the CNG drivers or even the motorcyclists, to take extra care when they're driving, just to look around and overtake in a proper manner, and then they'll be safe, because they do drive incorrectly a lot of times. I've seen them undertaking instead of overtaking, and overtaking in certain places where they shouldn't, and speeding in certain roads. I've even seen the way they ride motorbikes, because I even have a go at my cousins, my nephews, when they're riding motorbikes. The way they ride is not proper. A lot of them should actually go to a proper institution, a school, and learn the proper way to ride a motorcycle for their own benefit, because a lot of times they just drive anyhow. Anyway, that's that. Now I have approached JALAL PUR Bazzar, and I'm sure most of you guys know this bazaar. I do come here whenever I go to my Fufu's Bari or my cousin sister's Bari, and I love going to JALAL PUR Bazzar because you have got everything. You can get everything from here, and it's only a stone throw away from our Bari. And look at it, it's so busy, even though coronavirus, COVID-19, people still walking about doing shopping, their day-to-day groceries and everything they need for their household. A lot of vehicles still stood, not moving. As you can see on the right hand side, all stood. Most of the shops have closed all the shutters, only a few operating. And there is another section, I think, where there is a bridge, or I might have just passed the bridge. But this is JALAL PUR Bazzar. And there's a very beautiful masjid on this stretch of road on the left hand side. And I have done a separate vlog of the masjid and someone else's basha that went by mistake. I thought it was my cousin's friend's basha, Nazhok, but it wasn't. By mistake I went to someone else's basha, and that was quite hilarious. But anyway, if you go straight ahead on this direction, it leads you to Sohar Bazaar, and these are some nice bashas on the left. Oh yes, another thing I forgot to mention was when they do ride or drive their vehicles, they always use the horn constantly, and it's very irritating. I'm sure you have all experienced this when you're in third world countries, in Bangladesh or in, I don't know, in Thailand or in Cuba, wherever, because I do love traveling, and I have traveled to many countries, and I am quite blessed because every year I travel to different countries. If you go to my previous vlogs, you will see a world tour of different countries, from Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Cuba, Canada, Turkey, Dubai, India, etc., etc. My point is, regarding the horn, only use it when you need to, because the horn is there for a reason. It's not a music system, it's not a guitar, it's not something you just like to play constantly, because it's very irritating. It's only there for emergency reasons, when someone's in front of you braking, or if you want to make someone aware, you press the horn. But I don't think they actually know how to use the horn in the correct form, in the correct manner, in the correct appropriate way. So I think a lot of people, they actually need to go to proper schools and learn the proper way of driving. Another thing I'd like to mention is I have seen in vehicles, they actually put more passengers as necessary, like even a CNG. You should have 3 people in the back or 2 people, and 3 people in the front with the driver. Sometimes they try to get 6 and 7. Even the light acers, they cramp them up. Or even a motorcycle, 2 people, a rider and the pillion is perfect. But they have sometimes 2 pillions, so there's actually 3 people. And I have been driving. I passed my test when I was 17 years old. I'm in my 40s now. I passed my driving test when my motorbike license test when I was in my 20s. I have been driving for a very long time, and even as a biker, because I do have a full bike, a UK bike license. I've been riding bikes in UK for a very long time as well. So I do know a little bit about driving and riding, but look at that, even in front of me is carrying a rice sack in front of me. And what about if that falls? And I just honestly think the government, or even the people, they should take extra care and appropriate way of riding, and they just do some strange things, and I find it absolutely shocking. Anyway, I don't think I'll be doing any more talking. I'll let you enjoy the view of this beautiful Shunar Bangla. Please visit Bangladesh. It is a very beautiful country. There's a lot to see, from the beautiful tea resorts, the tea gardens or tea plantations, from the amazing Cox's Bazar, the world's largest natural beach in the world. Sorry, I really want to do a vlog of that, and I couldn't because of the COVID-19. I can't travel there, but I'll do it next time. But I have been to Cox's Bazar. It's very beautiful. I've been to St. Martin. It's another separate island. It's very beautiful as well. Bangladesh produces most of the garments. They have a lot of garment industries in Dhaka. They also produce a lot of jute, rice. It's rich in a lot of ways, and it's a very beautiful country. So I would really recommend Bangladesh, and you'll visit it. Even there's some really nice resorts like the Grand Sultan. It's a very beautiful resort. They have the Palace as well, another beautiful resorts. They have some other new resorts as well, and even if you go to Dhaka, they have one of the biggest shopping malls in Asia called Jamuna Future Park. They have Bashundara City. There's a lot to do, guys, so I would really recommend. Anyway, guys, just before I finish, I'll say thank you very much for all my supporters, for your love and support, every single one of you, from bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Please share, subscribe, like my videos. A very important message to all my haters out there. A few things I don't understand, guys. Why do you bombard me with so many messages? If you don't like my contents, please don't watch it. There's so many YouTubers out there, watch theirs. You have a choice. You don't have to watch my channel. I'm not forcing you. Secondly, you message me saying a lot of places I show you isn't owned by my family or whoever I'm dedicating to. If you don't believe me, I don't really care, and they don't really care as well, and I'm sure a lot of viewers don't care. And if you need justification, come to the village, come to the bari, or go to that land, or go to that establishment, go and meet the owners, sit down with them, have a cup of tea and coffee, and talk over it. You don't know nothing about me, so don't say things about me, and don't say I'm fake and this and that, because you don't know anything about me. You're not my friend, you're not my family, you don't know jack all. So stop making things up, and if you don't like it, do one, watch something else, and stop talking behind my back, haters, because all you can do is talk, but you can't do nothing else. A lion is not concerned over a dog's opinion. And if you want to talk about it, come over to Sheffield. I'd love to meet you.